let's get into it. Start with the putter pouch up top. I carry 3 discs in the putter pouch up top. First is my putting putter, ELECTRON anode. Not much to say there. Pick a putter you like, stick with it, putt. If it feels good, you'll putt good. Also have a throwing NEUTRON anode. It's a little understable, so it's good for shots that are going to turn out of my hand. And my go-to driver is kept up top for easy access. In this case, it is a plasma OCTANE. It's about 165, the sticker's worn off, and it's very dependable. I can get a really big flare skip on these short manicured golf greens out here. So I throw it a little to the right and let it skip to where it needs to go. Going down bottom, on the top shelf of my Zuka mini cart, I keep my other putters and mids, starting with my backup putter. There are a couple of lakes here close to putting greens, and a disc can roll into the lake. I've seen it happen. So I've got a spare putting putter, a NEUTRON PROXY for throwing. It just goes straight. It goes straight and it goes real far. It's got a nice low profile, so it flies like a kind of a shorter mid. Next up is my best overstable putt and approach disc, the MVP NEUTRON Particle. A lot of people like envies. I like particles. Some people say tomato, some people say tomato. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Getting into the meat of my mid-range lineup, got a nice beat-up ELECTRON matrix. It's got a nice low profile, skinny throw in the hand, so I can really give it a good rip like it's a baby driver. And this one will go straight, but it'll just ever so gently slide to the right the whole time. So it's great for those just dependable right finishes on a 250, 300 foot straight shot, or for making a gap or a tunnel when it's got to go to the right. Then, NEUTRON matrix, stock stamp, flight numbers. This one is as straight as the ELECTRON one, but it'll hold a line that I put it on, and then it will finish just the tiniest bit to the left. And then finally, 2018 MVP versus Axiom stamped NEUTRON matrix. This one is just the tiniest bit more overstable than this one, and I can, if the wind is just a hair higher, I'll throw this one into the headwind, and it will still finish so straight, and then just a little bit to the left, just a little bit to the left. And then for utility shots, trick shots, thumbers, get out of jail shots, beefy Eclipse deflector. Haven't had call to throw it out here in the first 3 rounds. I hope I don't get into a situation where it becomes necessary. Great disc, mind you. I just don't want to be in a jam. Okay, down to the bottom compartment where I keep all my drivers. Got 1, 2 Proton CRAVEs, a beat up one and a less beat up one. And you can guess what that means. This one, the more beat up one, I can put on a little bit of an ante. It'll hold the ante, and then eventually it'll finish straight, super straight. And then this is the fresher one. Again, a little bit of ante, but it'll flex, and it's got that dependable CRAVE finish to the left. And then for those situations where that's not enough finish to the left, NEUTRON SERVO. This is my go-to when the breeze is up just a little bit and the CRAVE's not quite going to cut it, or I just want to get it up a little more nose up and a little more crashy anti-hyzery, like the island shot on hole 13 out here. This is my go-to. NEUTRON RESISTOR. Look at that profile. So skippy, so skippy. I can just get around a corner to the right on this thing. I can throw it on these short golf greens and it'll hit the ground and it'll flare skip and it'll come down and it'll skip and it'll skip and it'll skip like a happy dolphin or a stone going across a pond. On the corner on 15, if I come up short, I can skip this around the corner and get so far down that fairway to get a look at the basket to get up and down. Haven't had call to throw this out here, but I bring it anyway. ELECTRON Volt, which is the flippiest volt. It just goes laser straight and it goes real far. It just hasn't come up out here. This is a very driver or putter kind of course. NEUTRON Lift. Again in the mid 160s like all of my drivers. I like this disc. It's got ridiculous amounts of glide. I can throw it, say, downhill under the canopy on hole 8, going downhill under all those branches, and it will stay 20-30 feet off the ground, under the branches, but up off the ground, and just glide, 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 glide all the way down to the landing zone by the pond, and then it's up and over for the 3. I haven't got the 3 yet, but that's the plan. All right, Utah Open stamped Neutron Tesla. Nice overstable disc. I can throw it on a big hyzer and know it's going to come in. I can throw it up and over the pond on hole 1, 2, 3, 4 and crash the basket. Tap in birdie that way yesterday. And because it might go in the water on that shot, in a side pocket I've got backup Neutron Tesla. Haven't needed to throw this yet, but this really nice special edition Neutron Fireball, 154 grams, beat up. It's like 4 years old. I got it on a used rack at a local disc shop, pre-beat in, and it is one of the sweetest fireballs I've ever thrown. Haven't needed to throw it out here yet. That shot has not come up, but it's in my bag. Driver time, big driver time. 3, 1, 2, 3 Neutron traces. Probably my second most dependable driver. Now, speed 11, so it's not for maximum yeet, but it'll get out there. Got this white 167 one that's reasonably flat, and my most beat up one. Got this orange 168. It's also pretty flat. Flies very similarly to the white one, truth be told, but in my brain I feel like it's just a little bit more dependable, a little more stable. So what's in your brain matters. If you feel like it's gonna work better for you, it probably will. It's like Dumbo's feather. That's an old Disney cartoon. And then this 167 2019 Circuit Challenge trace. It is really domey, and it has the most overstable finish of my 3 traces. Brand new to the bag, Vision Waves. These are hero discs. These are the waviest waves. On hole 3, I was able to park this one about 10 feet from the basket for the tap-in birdie. One of only 2 birdies on the day yesterday. Like the ELECTRON matrix down here, it's got long, dependable, slowly turning. I don't want to call it turn because it just kind of shifts to the right. It just sidesteps to the right very gently. Love it. And this is my spare plasma catalyst. It's a roller. If I ever find myself wanting to throw a roller, I roll it. I want to roll it on hole 16, but the tee pad is like this high up off the ground. It's poured super thick for no obvious reason, and on a roller I come at the tee pad sideways because I'm kind of going up and over, and the step up on that tee pad is really weird and awkward, so every time I try to throw the roller on that hole, it goes I don't know where. So we'll see if I try it today. In all other situations, though, that is my roller disc. And then over here in the side pocket, backup octane. I run the pond on hole 6 on the second shot, going for the albatross or the eagle, and sometimes it goes in the water, and that's why I bring the backup. So mini Zuka cart, and I get almost 30 discs in it. So I got a mini Zuka cart and I get almost 30 discs in it. That's outstanding. That's my in the bag. Thanks for watching.